Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to fix the issue where the once human game keeps crashing on your computer. So let's get straight into it, and the first thing we need to do is head over to your desktop, and we're just going to launch up the start menu and search for Task Manager. Click on the Task Manager window, and from here you'll see a list of all the processes that are currently running on your PC. Now it's important here just to shut down any applications that we're not currently using. So all you need to do is go through this list of applications and just shut down anything we're not currently using. You can even order this by which ones are using the most amount of CPU by clicking this CPU button over here. And to shut down a process, all we need to do is right click on the process and come over to End Task. Now just make sure to only close down applications that you're sure what they are, as you don't want to end up closing down an important Windows service. So once you've finished inside of this window, we can close out of the Task Manager, and the next thing you're going to need to do is launch up the Steam application. And then from the top here, we're just going to head over to Library, and we need to come down to the Once Human game. So I'm just going to right click on Once Human down here, come over to Properties, and then come over to Installed Files. And it's worth just checking the integrity of your game files by pressing this button here, and this would just ensure that none of our game files are corrupted or damaged. So you'll need to wait for this scan to get to 100%, and then we can close out of this window. Then we're going to right click on the Once Human once again, come over to Manage and select Browse Local Files. From here we just need to scroll down to find the Once Human executable file, which is this one here. So it's labeled as once_human.exe. And then you need to right click on this file and come into Properties, head inside of Compatibility, and just ensure that Disable Full Screen Optimizations and also Run this program as administrator are both ticked here. Then press Apply and OK to save your changes, and then we can close out of the Steam application. The next thing we're going to do is head back over to the Start menu, and this time search for Device Manager and head inside of the Device Manager window. Come down to Display Adapters and expand this drop down, and then just locate your graphics card from the list. Now I have two graphics cards installed on my PC, but the Nvidia one is the one that I'll be using. So we just need to right click on a graphics card and come into Update Driver, and then press Search automatically for drivers, just to ensure we are running the latest graphic drivers on our device. And then we can close out of these windows and head back over to the Start menu. This time search for Settings and head inside of the Settings window. From the left hand side, we need to come all the way down to Windows Update, and then just go ahead and press Check for Updates. And then inside of here, just make sure you are running the latest version of Windows, as often outdated software can cause compatibility issues and performance issues with our games. So just go ahead and install any pending updates inside of here. And then from the left hand side, we need to come over to Gaming, select Game Mode, and then make sure you have Game Mode enabled here. This will also apply some optimizations to your computer just to make sure the game runs at its optimal performance, and then we can close out of this window. So once you've done that, the next thing we need to do is head back over to the Start menu, search for Run, and then click on the Run icon. Inside of the search box, type in msconfig and hit enter, and then from here head over to the Services tab. Right at the bottom down here, make sure to select Hide All Microsoft Services. This is super important, so make sure you have a check in this box down here, and then we're going to come over to Disable All and press Apply and OK. And as you can see, you'll need to restart your computer now for these changes to take effect. So just go ahead and press Restart. Once your computer's restarted, the very last thing we're going to do is launch up Steam, head over to our library and come over to the Once Human game. And now we're just going to launch up the game on our computer. So once you've launched up the Once Human game, we just need to head over to this Settings menu here. Now what we're going to do is come inside of this Graphics tab here. And first thing we need to do is just make sure the display mode is set to full screen. And then we're going to come over to this Performance tab. Now if you're still experiencing in-game crashes, then what I'd recommend doing is just reducing some of the graphics quality here. So at the moment you can see I have this set to middle, which is usually the default setting. We just need to come over to this drop down, and I'd recommend changing this to either low or very low. Obviously this will sacrifice some of the graphics quality, but this should prevent any further crashes in game. And then you'll need to give this a few seconds to finish loading. And now once you've finished all of the steps in this video, that should have fixed any issues you were having with the Once Human game crashing. If you did find this video useful, then please consider dropping a like and subscribing. Until next time.